Tonight, families across the country are opening their light bills and asking the same question. How did it get this high? Some say their costs have doubled, even tripled. The power company points to the heat, but for many, that answer just doesn't add up. And just as households feel the strain, getting around the city is about to cost more. Dollar van fares are jumping to $3, a hit that could make daily commuting even harder. Plus, a police officer lands on the other side of the law, accused of blowing through a red light, then clashing with a fellow cop. Tonight, he's out on bail, but under strict conditions. Also ahead, a court decision meant to settle a land dispute is sending shockwaves through Belize City, raising serious questions for businesses leasing property from City Hall. And a bright spot, an investment in hope. A major donation is set to transform care for children at the Inspiration Center. This is News 5, and it starts now.
Not just cigarettes, vapes, hookahs, cigars, and other tobacco products all release harmful smoke and toxic chemicals. When you smoke or vape, that cloud doesn't just disappear. It becomes second-hand smoke and third-hand smoke that others breathe in. This smoke can cause cancers, diabetes, lung disease, and heart problems. It can kill anyone exposed to it. If you smoke or vape, step outside, far from others. We all deserve to breathe clean air.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Tuesday, May 26th. I am Sabrina Daly. Belizeans across the country are opening their electricity bills with shock and even in some cases, disbelief. Reports of bills doubling, even tripling, have sparked a wave of frustration as households try to make sense of the sudden spike. Belize Electricity Limited says the surge comes down to the heat. Warmer temperatures, the company explains, are pushing fans and air conditioners into overdrive, driving up energy use and ultimately the cost. But for many customers, that explanation isn't cutting it. With families already feeling the squeeze, higher bills are raising serious concerns over cost and responsibility. So, what's really behind these eye-popping charges? News 5's Brittany Gordon digs into the bills and have Belizeans talking and worrying.
What's going on with your latest electricity bill? That's the question many Belizeans are asking right now. Recently, social media has been flooded with complaints about sudden spikes, some bills jumping by as much as 200%, even though households say they haven't changed how they use electricity. Naturally, that's raising eyebrows and concern across the country. So we took that question straight to Belize Electricity Limited. What's behind the increase? Here's what they had to say. Belize Electricity Limited, BEL, appreciates the feedback and inquiries shared by our customers regarding their recent monthly electricity bills. We understand that managing household expenses is of utmost importance, and we welcome the opportunity to provide clarity. As we experience warmer seasonal weather across the country, keeping homes and businesses cool and comfortable becomes essential. During these warmer months, cooling appliances naturally work much harder to maintain the temperatures we all rely on, which directly influences overall household energy consumption. Small everyday adjustments, like using fans to circulate cool air and closing blinds during the peak heat of the day, can make a meaningful difference in managing this seasonal usage. BEL remains committed to supporting the well-being of our communities by keeping the best interests of our customers at the forefront of everything we do. While BEL attributes the spike to rising temperatures, some customers aren't buying it and demand the company take a closer look at its system. A San Pedro resident shared her bill with us, showing it has more than doubled over the past 3 months. She says her routine hasn't changed, and she only uses a single refrigerator. Another resident, this time from Orange Walk, reported that her bill jumped by $167, adding that the only appliance in her home is a refrigerator. In Belize City, a resident shared that his bill rose by over $105. Unlike others, he admitted that he occasionally runs his air conditioner for a short period. Several customers claim that their bills started to increase after BEL switched over to digital meters. However, BEL maintains that no new system has been implemented for the calculation of bills.
And when it comes to me, I'm not called electricity, understand? Because I always keep, once I go in one room, I pretend that like once I'm not in a room, I take off the light.
And have you seen any significant difference between then and like April?
Right now, when they go up, every time they go up, whenever gas go up, everything goes up.
As of now, BEL maintains that sudden increases in bills are the result of rising temperatures. The company advises customers to keep buildings cool to lessen the blow to their bills. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
We reached out to BEL for further information and are still waiting an official response. The Belize City commuters, get ready to dig a little deeper into your pockets. Starting June 1st, the familiar dollar van ride will cost you $3, a jump that drivers say they simply can't avoid. Rising fuel costs are driving the fare hike, with operators saying it's the only way to stay afloat. Drivers also face stiff competition from unregulated pickup services cutting into their earnings. For commuters already feeling the squeeze, the jump to the $3 will add up fast, especially for daily riders. So come June, what will this mean for getting around Belize City? News 5's Brittany Gordon reports.
Belize City commuters have less than a week before dollar van fares jump from $2 to $3. It may sound minor, but for people riding every day, that extra dollar quickly adds up, turning a small increase into a real hit on the wallet.
So far, it's not really affecting me, but I would say that for the mothers who are struggling out there, then it would, because it's $3 for a short distance. It's not like it's taking you to a longer distance for the $3.
Dollar van drivers say the increase is unavoidable, with fuel prices now nearing $15 per gallon. No matter the means of transportation, once it requires gas, it's coming at a higher cost.
We're feeling the pinch. Nowadays, you're putting $20 gas in your car and it's not even lasting you so long like it would in the past.
Several dollar van drivers say they refuel every day and are already seeing their profits slip away.
Before we're spending like about $100 and maybe $110. But right now it's almost like $160, and which is not it's not a sweet stuff, because like every day when we work, like we work for the gas station, and probably sometimes you reach at home at an evening time, you can basically say these are the profit that you make, because when you work every time you have to go to gas station, so it's not encouraging, and our members are really crying.
Vice President of the Belize Dollar Van Association, Paul Nobe, further explains that vehicle maintenance also comes at a high cost, and without a price adjustment, some drivers may not be able to keep up.
It's so very expensive, and we need to maintain these vehicles. We need to make sure when our vehicles get any little problem, we could fix it and make it to be in a good standard. So all of that need to happen, and when it's not happening, we are not doing good business. So that's why the increment is very, very important, because anybody that does business need to make a little profit,
The planned fare hike comes on the heels of independent bus operators who raised their prices at the start of May. One Belize City resident notes that those traveling to work every day are already feeling the pinch in their wallets.
Do you think people will be feeling the impact of these changes?
Yes, they will, because you have some that have to travel to work I have a daughter, 2 daughters. One work at Atlantic Insurance, the other work at Mirab, and they have to catch bus, go and come.
Another points out that as the cost of living continues to rise, Belizeans may need to budget a little tighter to accommodate.
You would need, pinch back for us that travel every day to work. Then you would say, you'll cut back probably on your groceries so that you could have enough to pay for the buses.
While the cost of a $1 van ride is going up for adults, children fares remain the same. Nobis says the decision aims to ease the burden on parents traveling with one or more children, so the cost doesn't become overwhelming.
We have feelings. We know it's not easy because most of those kids, their parents sometimes move with them, and at the end the parents need to pay $3 again and have to look for another $2 again to pay for them. So that's why we said instead of increasing it for the kids, we could still leave it at $1 since the parents sometimes have to go with them, so it doesn't be too much burden for them.
Dollar vans may have outgrown their name, but drivers say they're still holding on, hoping better days are ahead. With the cost of living climbing, they're banking on some economic relief down the road, one that could eventually bring fares back down and ease the strain on both drivers and daily commuters. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
The association remains in dialogue with the Belize City Council to best address the issue of competing prices services traveling along Dollar Van's routes. Coming up, a brutal machete attack inside a San Marcos home leaves one man seriously injured, and now his family is asking, is justice being blocked by powerful connections?
For 82 years, Holy Redeemer Credit Union has been making a difference in people's lives. Member owners, you are invited to attend the Holy Redeemer Credit Union 82nd Annual General Meeting. Join us on Saturday, May 30th at 2 p.m. sharp at the Belize Civic Center. Be present for your business meeting and hear important reports about the continued growth and strength of your credit union. Holy Redeemer Credit Union proudly boasts over 67,000 member owners, $876.1 million in total assets, $729.5 million in total savings, $146.6 million in total equity, and $31.7 million in total surplus. And this year, an impressive $26.7 million will be returned to member owners through dividends and rebates. Remember, to enter the venue, you must present your HRCU passbook and a valid ID. See you at the 82nd AGM of HRCU, Saturday, May 30th, 2 p.m. sharp at the Civic Center. Holy Redeemer Credit Union, making a difference in people's lives.
Save, it will make you rich someday.
Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. In 2003, a jury in Fort Worth, Texas, sentenced Shante Mallard, a 27-year-old single lady, to 50 years in prison. It was a tragic story of a good girl gone bad. She laid aside the value system given her by godly parents and began to identify with a different crowd, partying, drinking, smoking marijuana, and experimenting with the drug known as ecstasy. Life was one big party for her until on her day home from one of these parties and high on ecstasy, she strikes a 37-year-old homeless man at 2 a.m. in the morning with such force that his body was driven through the windshield into her car with only his legs left dangling. For fear of being apprehended by the police in this drugged condition, she speeded on home, leaving the man caught in the windshield, moaning for help, where he died 3 hours later. She then got friends to dispose of his body to cover up her crime. At her trial, her only defense was that she did not know what she was doing because she was high on ecstasy. How many people must die and go to prison before we learn that the Bible says, who hath woe, who hath sorrow, who hath wounds without cause? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine, and at the last it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder. Don't let alcohol and drugs deceive you, but trust a living God to give guidance to your life. Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Nuxia Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank does make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Get ready. The Belize Game Changers Awards, funded by the European Union, is here, celebrating the bold ideas, big hearts, and everyday Belizeans doing extraordinary things. Join us as we celebrate the stories, the impact, and the energy behind Belize's Game Changers. Catch the premiere on Channel 5, Wednesday, May 27 at 8:30 p.m. You can also watch online on the European Union in Belize's Facebook page at 9:30 p.m. or tune in to TNC on Friday, May 29 at 7 p.m. Belize Game Changers Awards. Don't just hear about the change, watch it happen.
Get ready, Dangriga! Something big is coming your way. Open your eyes, Summerfest 2026 is heading to the culture capital, Dangriga. Join us on June 12th at 6:30 a.m. at the iconic Alejo Beni Park for a morning filled with energy, excitement, and pure talent. This year, it's all about the kids, from singing to dancing, poetry to performances. If they've got talent, we've got the stage. Bring out the entire family and come celebrate creativity, culture, and the future stars of Belize. Expect fun, music, surprises, and unforgettable moments. Don't miss it. Open your eyes, Summerfest 2026, where young talent shines the brightest.
With everything going on in a day, it's easy to overlook a renewal date. That's why Home Protector Insurance sends a simple reminder to help keep you on track. Home Protector Insurance, if it's worth something, insure it.
A violent machete attack in San Marcos Village is now raising troubling questions about justice and whether connections are getting in the way. The McKinn family says a dispute turned brutal when their home was invaded and Orlando McKinn was chopped during the altercation. But what's fueling even greater concern is what hasn't happened since. No arrests. The family claims one of the accused is linked to village leadership, and they believe that connection is the reason police have yet to act, despite multiple reports. Now they say they're living in fear, watching as the men they accuse remain free in the community.
On the 14th, a group of men entered my parents' house and chopped my brother inside the house and tried to chop my mother as well. From since then, the police came and they didn't arrest those guys. They only took my brother to the hospital. The police took my brother to the hospital and those people didn't get arrested. Then the following day, my mom went to file a police report. She requested for court action, but since then, the police are not acting on my mother's report. Up to now, the people, those people that did the chopping, they're still walking free on the road with their machete in their hand. We still see them around, walking with machete. The police are not doing nothing about them. I don't know if the police, they're afraid to arrest those people. I don't know. And now it is not safe for my mom to stay by herself at home because we doesn't stay home. She's the only one who stays home when our grandkids, they go and to school. So right now it's not safe for her to stay at home by herself. And I just went to check to the police station again, and they told me that they will look into it again, but only like that they're saying they're still investigating, they said.
We tried reaching San Marcos Chairman Alberto Macu and Village Alcalde Marcos Choc for comment, but both were unavailable. However, we did speak with the Alcalde's secretary, Juan Cal, and his account of what happened paints a completely different picture of the incident.
On May 14th, around 4:30 p.m., whilst both leaders were attending a meeting, the alcalde received, the alcalde and both the chairman received information or report that there was two individuals, assaulting one of the chairman's brother on one of our back streets in the community. From what we understand, it was the person who was trying to attack him, where it was in self-defense, where he was trying to defend himself. And what we understand is that the attacker, with his own machete, I think he kind of like in the middle of the struggle, to try to take away the machete from him, I think he cut himself or something like that. The alcalde then called the police in to come and intervene because I believe there was an exchange of fists between the chairman's brother trying to defend himself, right, from his attackers. And so when the village police under the alcalde's command tried to arrest these individuals, they all, like I said, they escaped. And so later on, the alcalde called the Punta Gorda police station to intervene and see how these individuals could be apprehended, and they took over the entire case, or like the investigation.
Cal says the alcalde and the chairman are both committed to law, order, and justice without any biases. No arrest has been made as yet. A routine traffic stop between two police officers quickly spiraled into a confrontation at a Belize City gas station. Now both the incident and its fallout are under the spotlight. Police Constable Luis Pascasio is accused of running a red light on St. Thomas Street before pulling into a Puma station on Freetown Road. Another officer, PC Jose Mejia, followed and moved to stop the vehicle. What happened next turned physical. Mejia says Pascasio ignored commands to stop, advanced toward him, and then slapped him, leaving a cut to his lip. Mejia responded by subduing and detaining him at the scene. It was only afterward, he said, that he realized the suspect was a fellow officer. Pascasio, 31, was charged with aggravated assault and appeared in court, where he was granted bail with a condition to stay 100 feet away from Mejia. He's due back in court on July 30th for disclosure. This isn't his first run-in with the law. Pascasio previously faced a firearm assault charge involving Belizean athlete Sean Gill in 2024, though that case was later withdrawn. After the break, a morning commute turns chaotic when a passenger bus crashes along the Philip Gosen Highway near Los Lagos. But first, here's the weather forecast from the National Met Service.
We have exciting news for you. RFNG Life Insurance is now officially in your town. Now, you can visit our office to pay your life insurance premiums or speak to our dedicated agent, Nayeli, about securing your future with the right coverage.
Hi, my name is Mayeli Hoy, your designated agent here at RFNG Life in the Cayo District. I'm here to help you explore your options, answer your questions, and find the perfect policy for you and your loved ones.
Whether you're looking for life insurance, critical illness coverage, or future saving plans, we've got you covered. Take the first step towards securing a stable and prosperous financial future for you and your family. RFNG Life Insurance, now in Cayo. Visit us today or call to schedule an appointment. Your future starts here.
Belize, change is taking shape every day. It all starts with Game Changers. Investing in modern transport, better health infrastructure, renewable power for all, digital transformation, and more opportunities for a brighter future, the European Union's Global Gateway Initiative is unlocking new potential. Game Changers are bringing this to life. Game Changers, empowering the future. Follow the EU in Belize to meet the Game Changers.
Focus is not for us to collect it while it arrives at shore.
Arsenic, copper, cobalt, cadmium, zinc, iron, mercury, and a bunch of them. So with this report, we are doing an economic impact of sargassum to the tourism sector.
The coordination is really taken at a national scope, and we do this through that sargassum task force.
There have been actions that have been taken, and we will continue to take those actions towards mitigating sargassum collection and the landing of sargassum. We have identified it as a national priority.
Welcome to Belize Travel Beat, the pulse of Belizean tourism.
A court ruling meant to resolve one land dispute is now sending ripples through Belize City and putting small businesses on edge. At the center of it all is Gwen's Kitchen on Coney Drive, where the Court of Appeal made it clear that a lease from Belize from City Hall does not trump the rights of the titled landowner. While the restaurant managed to hold its ground thanks to the efforts of its owners, the decision is raising alarm bells for dozens of street-side vendors operating under similar arrangements. For many of them, this isn't just about paperwork or property lines. It's about livelihoods, years of hard work, investment, and sacrifice that could now be at risk. News 5's Shane Williams takes a closer look at the ruling and what it could mean for Belize City's small business community.
The owner of Belizean Meat Pies have been operating in the Mahogany Street area for over 5 years. Just 2 stalls away is Terrace Kitchen. They have been on the Mahogany Street area for over 17 years. And 2 stalls away is Willie D's Exotic Barber Shop, 15 years in the Mahogany Street area. The Court of Appeal's ruling on Gwen's Kitchen put all these properties in limbo at the mercy of the property adjoining them behind.
For years, Gwen's Kitchen has been more than just a roadside restaurant. Behind the busy lunch rush was a legal battle quietly unfolding over the land beneath the business. Today, owner Tiffany Cadle says she is relieved by the Court of Appeal's ruling, which upheld her legally issued title and protected her right to conduct business.
It's going on 5 years. It started, I think, in 2020, and we are in 2026. So we feel good, and we're happy that our building remains, our business remain, the property remains for us. So we feel good about that. Every single person have a right to survive, and we saw the portion of land. It was not being used. It was a vacant piece of property, and we saw the idea but we could put up a small restaurant here. And one of the things that I have noticed is that people don't realize the value of something until when somebody else create a value in it.
The Court of Appeal ruled that City Hall and the government violated landowner Ethel Thompson's rights by issuing a lease and title for Gwen's Kitchen without consulting her first.
The crux of the judgment to me is saying that one of the reasons why the breach occurred is because notice was not given to the Thompsons in one, leasing the land or selling the land.
And nowhere is that judgment more concerning than at the Mahogany Street Marketplace. The businesses here operate under leases issued through the Belize City Council, the same kind of lease arrangement challenged in the Gwyn's case.
At the end of the day, I just poor people, we just have to eat, survive. Because me, I ain't not going no way for out here. I don't got no money for go to court, but I don't got no way for come in. Yeah, they have for me, man. Then this a pass down to my kids, and I think then I see a way for the side there.
And what you have for operate out here? You have a lease or a title for the website you there?
Yeah, we got a lease, because this is the buffer zone.
For vendors like Castro, the concern is not just about property law, it is about survival.
I have family like everybody family like me, and then I gone far, right? Far, so I can't turn back, and also I don't want that for nobody else to, because I mean at the end of the day, we're rough right now, so we just have to catch on, and we push some quality food, I don't lie, you know, so we do it with a lot of passion.
You ever had any thoughts about trying to get title for the land where you operate from?
Well, a good one, ask me, and I have to look into something like that, because at the end of the day, you push your all in at this domain, so that's something good for looking into for you.
Belize City Mayor Bernard Wagner says the council is reviewing the ruling with serious concern, especially its impact on small vendors operating on city reserves. He says the focus now is on balancing vendors' leases with property owners' frontage rights, while protecting the council's authority to issue future licenses. The ruling, he adds, also reinforces efforts to secure titles for city parks and playgrounds. Wagner says the council is now consulting its legal team to determine its next move. And with so many livelihoods potentially affected, Kado says the legal fight may not be over yet.
The judgment held my title up. The judgment will allow my business to continue there. It is a position where maybe the government or city council might have to decide if they want to take it further so that they can see what the CCJ has to say about that, because I believe that the act that governs them tell them what they can and can't do with property which they have control of.
Until this matter is ultimately settled at the Caribbean Court of Justice, vendors across Belize City are left balancing uncertainty with determination as they continue to serve customers every day while wondering whether the ground beneath their businesses is truly secure. Shane Williams reporting for News 5.
While Gwen's Kitchen is celebrating a hard-fought legal win at the Court of Appeal, it's no doubt a Pyrrhic victory with a bitter aftertaste. The 5-year courtroom battle has strained ties with the family of late Belizean businessman Hector Thompson, a man the restaurant owners say once strongly supported small entrepreneurs along the George Price Highway and Coney Drive. And despite largely prevailing in court, Gwen's Kitchen now faces a crushing legal bill after the appellate court declined to award costs. Tonight, owner Tiffany Cadle says the ruling may have settled the legal dispute, but financially and emotionally, the fight has taken a heavy toll.
The original owner of that property, Mr. Thompson, and us, we had a very good relationship. We worked for Mr. Thompson, and he never had any issue at all with any of the small businesses on that road. As a matter of fact, some of the small business there went to see Mr. Thompson before they put up those structure there. The appeal court, to me, upheld majority of Justice Schumann's ruling, but it did not award us costs. And as you pointed out, we have been in this for 5 years. And that's the only part of the judgment which I think it's, to me, was not fair, because we won. Our attorney, Mr. Bennett, excellent, he did an excellent job. And he has been on this case for 5 years. We have been on this case for 5 years, and we now will have to pay our bill when we won, because we won our appeal. So why we were not ordered cost to be paid for us, that to me is the only unfair. And it's unfair, I would say, too, because we are a small business. There are multi-million-dollar businesses and people with millions. To put us in this type of fight for 5 years without us being able to recover 1 cent, to me is very unfortunate.
While Gwen's Kitchen managed to secure a title for the portion of land they occupy, other vendors in the area have not. There was a tense start to the morning commute today after a passenger bus was involved in a road traffic accident along the Philip Gosen Highway near Los Lagos community. The accident happened near mile 12.5 in the area of the Friends of Friends entrance and caused traffic delays for motorists traveling into the city during the busy morning rush. Videos circulating on social media showed the Sartaneja passenger bus pulled to the side of the highway with visible damage as passengers and bystanders gathered nearby in the rain. Police and emergency personnel responded to the scene, but up to news time, authorities had not confirmed the cause of the accident or the extent of any injuries. Drivers are being advised to exercise caution as road construction continues. The family of 72-year-old Leighton Myers, a Belizean native living in Staten Island, is demanding answers after he was killed by an MTA bus on May 15th. Investigators say Myers fell into the roadway as the bus pulled away from a stop and was struck by the rear tires, suffering fatal injuries. But his relatives say key details are still missing and they want the MTA to explain how it happened. His death has shattered our family, they said, describing him as a generous man who opened his home to anyone in need. Now they're grieving while pushing for accountability. Originally from Borough Boom, Myers built a life in New York as a skilled technician and community figure, known for his warmth and kindness. He leaves behind his wife, 2 children, and a granddaughter who says she wants him remembered for his life, not his tragic death. The family has launched a GoFundMe to cover funeral costs, saying he deserved dignity in death after such a devastating loss. Up next, a major donation fuels new hope for children at the Inspiration Center, and it's only the beginning.
It was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most and help build our communities. Being there when needed most. Across borders, across generations. Still growing, still giving, still just getting started. After 185 years.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
Your security, our top priority. We guard your world with strength and integrity. From home, cars and rentals, business too. We make protection simply easy for you. BB Insurance, trusted and true. Clear policies assured. Fast claims too. No appointment needed. Just swing by. Locations countrywide where peace resides.
BB Insurance, your security, our priority. Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Belize wakes up connected to opportunity. And across our country, the work to keep Belize connected continues. SMART continues expanding our network across the country, bringing stronger coverage to more communities. With recent service enhancements in areas at Blue Creek and Progreso, Belize City, Orange Walk, and more on the way. We're bringing education closer to home, empowering entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, supporting industries that drive our economy, and keeping families connected wherever life takes them. With every expansion, we are investing in the infrastructure that moves Belize forward. Because connection isn't just about city life, it's about opportunity, progress, and the future we are building together. SMART, bringing people together.
To leave everything you've got on this stage. Mark your calendar and get camera ready. Auditions are June 6 and 7 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. At a Greater Belize, Leisure Studios and Tony Drive, Belize City. Hey, selected contestants will enter the KTV Season 8 competition, and the lucky winner will go home with a 10,000 grand prize. This is your moment.
Over the past 5 years, Digi has invested more than $17 million to revolutionize Belize's digital future. Our advanced 4G LTE network and expanded fiber infrastructure have empowered vital road arteries, connected the farthest valleys and fertile farmlands, linked the bustling cities to the remote keys, and brought cutting-edge connectivity to schools, businesses, healthcare centers, and tourist destinations, fueling economic growth, enhancing education, and strengthening communities across the nation. By choosing Digi, you're leading Belize's digital transformation, bridging distances, opening opportunities, and empowering every corner of our beautiful country. Connect with Digi. Empower Belize.
The Ministry of Agriculture has teamed up with Mexico to strengthen local expertise in livestock production, launching a week-long hands-on training program at the Cayo Central Farm. The focus is on modernizing reproductive technology for cattle and small ruminants, tools that could significantly boost productivity across the country. Extension officers, university field technicians, and livestock specialists are all in the field, learning practical techniques they can take straight back to farmers. And this isn't just theory. Participants are working through real-world applications, from improving forage management to developing better feeding systems that support healthier, more productive animals. They're also diving into nutritional conditioning, key to improving both the quality and output of meat and milk production. Agriculture Minister Rodwell Ferguson officially opened the training, stressing the importance of investing in the people who work closely with farmers. Minister of State Alex Balona also attended, signaling strong government backing for the initiative. But at its core, this program is about building capacity, reducing inefficiencies, improving yields, and helping farmers get better results. And with support from the Mexican Agency for International Development Corporation, this partnership highlights a shared commitment, bringing innovation to agriculture and strengthening Belize's long-term food security. Meanwhile, Belizean beef is already making its mark in Mexico, the U.S., and Canada, and demand keeps growing. But according to former Agriculture Minister Jose Abelardo May, the real focus right now is much closer to home. He says securing duty-free access to Mexico is critical, especially after that agreement expired at the end of 2025. The government is now pushing to renew the deal, and early signs from Mexico looks promising.
Mexico imports from Central America, and then they supply the local market, the national market, right? And our beef is in there. But I understand that our beef is going into Canada now. Canada and the US. Our animals, right? Beef, the meat, the cut from our animals go into US and Canada. So the demand is there. What is important for us to do right now is to follow up on the extension of the tariff-free status we had for cattle. You will recall when President AMLO visited Belize, he signed this law that Belize will have duty-free access to Mexico for cattle, 15% duty-free. Well, that ended in December of 2025. So the Prime Minister is working on that along with Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I know they have gotten very positive response from President Claudia Sheinbaum that she will extend that benefit to Belize.
If that extension comes through, it could give Belizean producers a much-needed competitive edge and open the door for even greater exports. The Rotary Club of Belize Sunrise has stepped in with a $30,000 donation to the Inspiration Center, funding that will go directly into expanding services, upgrading equipment, and strengthening therapy support for children across the country. This isn't just a one-off contribution. It's the result of months of collaboration to make sure every dollar delivers real, lasting impact for the families who rely on the center. Today, Rotary members and Inspiration Center representatives came together to highlight the partnership and the life-changing difference this support will make for Belizean children and their families.
One of the projects that was recommended to us is the Inspiration Center. And so our board and our club membership agreed, and our February fundraiser for Passport and Pores, we were able to fundraise the funds that we're handing over today to the Inspiration Center, $30,000, and this will hopefully be a start, be an aid to the Inspiration Center to continue the good work that we're doing. Over the past 2 months, we've been communicating with the center to see where those funds can be allocated to. We want to ensure that the work that they're doing and that they have the resources that they need to continue serving our children, as well as the sustainable section of it as well, that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, there is still an impact that Rotary made in the institution.
We furnished a list of necessary equipment that we need. That's everything from computers, the machinery for hearing screening, and even a van. Now, those are what we identified to them, and through a collaborative effort, they helped us to pinpoint what they feel, and we agreed with them where it would cause the most impact. Now, what we then will do as a board is sit and identify, pinpoint just which of those. We can't buy all that's on the list, but this goes a very long way in helping the center to offer better service and open more services to more children with diverse needs throughout the country.
The Inspiration Center provides physical therapy, speech therapy, and outpatient services to children with diverse abilities across the country. There's more news after the break, so stay tuned.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you never in the kitchen.
But I'm going back in there right now.
And the coffee maker?
Just to try to keep my coffee warm for later.
What do you do now?
I'll try to think about what to eat.
You know the more you open or close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting, just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Join us tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. on Open Your Eyes for another exciting and informative edition featuring conversation on national issues, culture, and empowerment. Prime Minister Johnny Bursenio joins us to discuss key national matters include government cost-saving measures, crime under the SOE, corruption concerns, campaign finance reform, public transformation, and more affecting Belizeans today. We'll also celebrate culture, creativity, and empowerment with the vibrant African Queen segment, highlighting expression, identity, and the importance of embracing cultural pride and community strength. Don't miss it tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. on Open Your Eyes.
This summer, the nation's top young athletes come together for Super Nationals 2026. From June 22nd to June 23rd, Primary School Super Nationals. And from June 29th to July 3rd, High School Super Nationals. 6 districts, 4 sports, 1 stage. Football, basketball, volleyball, kids athletics, and athletics. Belize's future champions competing for pride, glory, and the chance to be seen. This is more than a tournament. This is the future of Belizean sports. Super Nationals 2026, where champions ride.
Fresh from the international stage, Senate President Carolyn Trench Sandiford is bringing Belize into the heart of regional conversations on transparency, trade, and governance. She's just returned from Ottawa, Canada, where she attended the 22nd Parl-America's Plenary Assembly. Trench Sandiford took the moderator's seat for a key discussion on how parliamentarians can open their doors to the public and build more trust while also driving stronger, more inclusive economic decisions. The forum brought together leaders and policy experts from across the Americas, all tackling big-ticket issues like innovation, security, and sustainable development. But beyond the speeches, the real takeaway was connection. Countries working together to sharpen policy and strengthen economic growth across the region. For Belize, it's a chance to stay plugged into those conversations and bring home ideas that could shape better governance. And with Parl-America's backing the visit, Trench Sandiford returns with fresh insight and renewed momentum to push for more open, collaborative leadership at home. 3 villages, Hopkins, Same Bight, and Maya Center, are stepping into the driver's seat as the first communities to sign on to the EU-backed Prosper Project, a 4-year push to turn local ideas into real economic growth. Instead of top-down planning, this initiative puts power in the hands of villagers. From building out sustainable tourism to expanding cacao farming and nurturing small businesses, the focus is clear. Create steady opportunities, especially for women and young people. These communities didn't get here by chance. They earned their spot after a rigorous screening that measured everything from local resources to business potential and community engagement. Now they're setting the pace for what comes next. 12 more villages in Toledo are expected to follow, turning this pilot into a broader movement aimed at strengthening economic resilience from the ground up. Belize's fishing community has hooked a major achievement. Joel Moratoya of San Pedro and Stefan Musa from Belize City have just landed one of the sport's top honors, earning Fishing Booker's 2026 Angler's Choice Award. Out of nearly 9,500 captains worldwide, fewer than 800 made the cut, placing Belizean guides among the best of the best. The award highlights more than just great catches. It recognizes consistency, top-rated customer experiences, and strict safety standards. With an impressive 98% reliability score, Moratoya and Musa are now being recognized as some of the most dependable operators anywhere in the Caribbean. For Belize, it's a major nod to the country's growing reputation as a premier fishing destination, and to the captains who helped drive that success. Today we caught up with Stefan Musa to hear what this global recognition means to him.
feels good to be recognized. There's a lot of multi-talented guides across the country. We put in a lot of work day to day, ensuring our equipment, our boats, our crew, everybody is up to standard, everything is top tier. So it felt good to be recognized for that award. We prioritize safety, boat safety. We just try to create a good atmosphere for all the guests that come our way. Try to keep everything positive. We advertise. I try to promote my country a lot. So even if it's not on the water, if there's something they would like to do inland, I'm always pointing my guests in the right direction, engaging with them, making them feel warm and welcome here, I think goes a long way.
So I noticed that, it's two of you that won the award from different tour companies. So what would you say to other guides that offer similar services in Belize that, that they can do something like this too?
Yeah, I would just say keep dedicated, keep trying to master and stay disciplined to your craft. Pay attention to your guests and your audience, and try to just make everyone feel warm and welcome here as best as possible. Promote sustainable fishing, take care of the natural resources for future generations to come. It's very important.
Fishing Booker CEO Vukan Simic praised their achievement, noting that these Belizean guides have shown the highest quality fishing trips, maintaining incredible consistency across the Western Caribbean's most iconic waters. Before we leave you, here's tonight's viewer's voice. On our first story, squeezed by fuel and competition, dollar van drivers raise fare. Rasta K. Livity commented, "At this point, just about half the people's salary are going towards food and transportation. There is no way for them to elevate out of poverty with such small salaries." Turning to cop versus cop, clash at gas station ends in court. Michael Enriquez shared, "Crazy season indeed. Protect and serve gone through the door. If they can do that to one of their own, what will they do to you and me?" And finally, on family alleges cover-up after brutal machete assault in San Marcos Village. Patty Gentle shared, "Ain't nothing going to happen. It's normal out there. Anything goes, no type of accountability and leadership. Just another day. It's so sad to say." Thank you for engaging with us online. Your voices shape the national conversation. Keep those comments coming and we'll continue to feature them right here. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at greaterbelize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.